We should start, huh? Okay. My name is Jenny Yang, and I'm a writer and comedian. Right now, I am producing an all-female Asian American stand-up comedy show called disorientedcomedy.com. We are taking our all sold-out shows in Southern California and bringing it to the masses in other cities. So it didn't really happen for me in terms of realizing that I wanted to do comedy until just a few years ago, because I was a good Asian. So right now we are here at the David Henry Hwang Theater, and there's so many reasons why this is so inspirational and awesome. David Henry Hwang Theater houses a bunch of different amazing Asian American arts institutions, and overall they just incubate and encourage and nourish a lot of Asian American artists. So when I was younger, I always wrote poetry. That was, for some reason, that was like my little thing, and I used to write it and give it to my friend who also wrote a lot of poetry. And we just love writing, and we're big nerds. Like, we used to like use SAT words in conversation. I just wrote poetry forever, and then when I got to college, I realized, wow, like there's these other kids, especially the other students of color that I work together with on like organizations, who performed their poetry. And that's when sort of like the tail end of the spoken word movement was still kind of hot. And so I was like, wow, like there's these awesome people who love hip hop, who write poetry and they perform it. And maybe I could do that too. So I did that a lot in college. And when I came out here in LA after college, I realized a lot of the poetry I performed was either super emotional and sad, or silly and just ridiculous. It kind of sunk in more about 4 years ago. I got to a point where I realized in my professional career in politics, which is my main career, it wasn't really fulfilling me as much. And I was kind of had this moment of like, I'm a writer, I'm a performer, I need to take myself seriously rather than dismiss it. I made a bucket list. Before my next birthday, I'm gonna do open mic, and I did it here. My first open mic was here at Tuesday Night Project. It sucked. I did all the mistakes that first-time comedians did. I had toilet humor, talk about poo. I said the word dingleberries. For me, one of the moments that really helped to confirm my path in doing comedy was when we had our kickoff sold-out show for Disoriented Comedy here at the theater. It was meaningful for a number of reasons. Number one, it was successful, it was sold out, everyone showed up, there was a lot of support. The other thing was, that was the first time that my parents saw me perform stand-up, and I had kind of waited to invite them, and actually didn't even really tell them until I got into it a lot more. And so that was the first time that both my parents actually saw me perform stand-up in this beautiful space, in this sold-out full capacity crowd. They didn't understand a word I said, but for them to see the setting and the reaction of everyone and how the energy was so great and it was just such a magical evening was really important to me, because I think it really helped to give them a sense of what the heck I was doing. And then sort of the moment that followed that really meant a lot to me was my mom actually left me a voicemail after that. I really wish I saved it, because in Chinese, she basically said to me, wow, like Jenny, I just realized, I was just thinking about you, and I just realized that you are just so talented and you have so many gifts, and I'm just so proud of you. That was definitely a very meaningful moment, because she actually said, like, I never thought that you had these other gifts, and I feel so proud to have been able to see you express that. People really loved it. And so for my mom to have said that to me was a real bonus. It gave me a sense of peace too, that, you know, I was doing something that was going to make sense in some way. So my name is Jenny Yang. Thank you so much for watching our video. I hope that this video inspires you to go after your dreams. You can find me online at jennyyang.tv. That's jennyyang.tv. Or on Twitter at jennyyangtv. It's going to show up right here magically. Jenny Yang TV. Thank you for watching the Always Summer Project. Get inspired. Tapioca milk tea is what I like. I just want to rap about it when I'm on the mic. It's real smooth, kind of creamy with piocas to savor and a hint of tea for that motherland flavor. Sisters on the street, they squirm with glee. They know the oral delight of tapioca milk tea.